Hi, hello. So in this video I'm going to show you how to open up the round cylinder macrame fabric exactly like this. So we make the cylinder and then we start open it until we have the usual and normal macrame fabric. So let's start right now. So the first thing is to make sure that we have one knot in the middle, usually this one that is on top, as obviously. So this one then has one knot to one side and one knot to the other side. So it is actually already opening. If we connect these knots, these two knots, then we'll make the continuation. So we'll make one knot like this in here. But if we left it open, then it will never bound together. So we are going to do all the knots in the back. So just connecting these two knots as usual, and then the only difference is in the last knot. So we don't close the fabric. So in here we still come to the real back. Aha! Take a good look. These knots are to this side. They have this loop to this side, and I'm doing this knot to that side. So I'm already making it wrong. This is important. It's very important. I was doing the fabric wrong. So you see, these details are important. These are all to that side. So in order to do the knot to that side, I have to put this string on top of these ones first. All right. It is important because these. All right. Now it's perfect. Aha. So it is important to pull these strings well, so this will stay the more perfect it is. I see this loop, it is already as all the other loops. This is important because the others, in some position, they have these loops to the other side. So one is also always to the other side, and we have to be very careful. Now in here we can begin already from this opposite side. So this one first. Alright. This was closing the light. These details actually are important. And it is impressive how one can do it wrong so easily, right? So this is the front, this is the back. So we do, this was already beginning, but we have to undo it. So now this is the real back knot. Here we are. Here we are. Always make these pulling. This pulling is extremely important. And sometimes one can forget it very easily. So, what we have already two knots and two knots. So, now we are beginning to open. How do we do it? We do it because we don't, if we do this knot with these four, we will close the round fabric. So we leave this outside and we are only working with these two. So how do we do it? Well, we make two of these up knot with two of these under knot. So I change it also always here. So I change it because I feel that I like it more, because these will stay like this and not with a big hole in there. And here we have already the fabric beginning to open. So this one in here you cannot pull it much. It is important that this knot is horizontal, exactly as this one. If we pull this too much like this, take a good look, this will stay like this, so that is not good. So we have to keep it. The more as this one, and as this one, and as all. Okay? So now we just keep the fabric on the back. The fabric on the back is all the same. The only difference is on those from the side. Always pulling these. This is quite easy actually. The only thing we need to be is concentrated and take really good attention to these details, these small details of the entire work, like the sides, the perfect sides of the knots, the perfection of the knots. And here we are in the other side, exactly in the same position. So you see it's beginning to open. So here the same, the two strings from this up square knot with the two strings of this lower square knot. Take a good look. If I don't change this one to the side, if I do it like this, it will make one effect. You see it here? The effect will stay with this big hole. Now we can choose to do it like this, you know. There might actually be persons who like this hole and who like this effect. So take a good look how different this effect is from this effect. This is a cross, so we don't see any hole there, but here we see a loop. Well, this loop has its own beauty, of course. The thing is that I don't like it. So I have shown you, because you actually, when you are working your own macrame pieces, you have a choice on your hands. You can do as you feel that you like it. And the sense of beauty is not equal to everybody. Now that's why the world is beautiful, right? What I feel it's beauty, some will agree with me and some will not agree with me. We have to accept that as a part of diversity, right? Diversity. I like it more like this. It's not better than the other way, all right? It's not better, it's just because I like it more. All right. And so this is already beginning to open, because I choose not to connect the front knots, and that is the only thing. So here we go. Back. Always making the round rows, these round horizontal rows. Now pulling and harmonizing the knots. This is very interesting. The possibility to open this round cylinder is very interesting, and of course everybody is thinking already the same that I am going to say. If we can open it, we can also close it. That's right. That's absolutely right. We can make a usual fabric and then start to curl the fabric until we close to a cylinder. And then we just make the cylinder until we want on the effect and the piece that we want. And then we can open it again to the usual fabric, plain fabric. That is amazingly beautiful and gives many possibilities. If we start working with those possibilities, we can do amazing little or big piece of art. So as you can see here, we are already open it. How interesting, right? And it's all like that. You can make this one here in the middle. So to make the stabilization of the knot, it's important to do all as much as we can in the fabric. So this was missing from these two, as this one, and now in here we do the same. Just do the same as I have been done. So I change it here, work with this one, and here we go. So this one in here, pull it well. This one here, as I've already told you, no need to pull it much. Now in here is all the same. In the back is all the same. Just the only difference is these ones here on the side. So this has a very great simplicity. It's very simple. Alright. So on this side the same thing. Changing this one, doing the knot, keeping it horizontal, to harmonize this. And this one, you see this one here, it seems that it is a little too long. It's not easy to find the exact distance. It's something that comes with time and intuition, and I don't know, those details actually, it's what I call the perfection of the work. Well, that comes with time and with personality. I mean, for some persons it will be obvious because they have a good look, you know, a good eye. And for some it will be extremely difficult. So that's as everything in life. We are all the same, but actually there are some little differences in the way we see things, we perceive things. So that's the only difference. That's why one macrame worker and artist will be with special artwork, his own special artwork, and another one will be with another special work, because the sensibilities of the mind and of the taste, the mind taste, they are all different, and that is very, very beautiful to see. So what we have here already, we could start already here a fabric. As you can see, I can start it already here. You see this one is perfectly horizontal. This one is not so horizontal as it should be. So it has a slight defect there. You see it, don't you? So I still have this one free, this one is free. I'm going to try. Now it is this one. This time it's little I can do. So you see, this one is perfect and this one is not so perfect. That's the way it is. So I can already here start to bound this fabric to an horizontal fabric, because it is already horizontal. If you see in this one, I've made one more knot so that this will go with a curve, a more gentle curve, and this gives a very abrupt curve. You see it here? It's very abrupt, all right? And this has a more round style. So depending on the effect we want to do, we can do it just like this or just like that. So I'm going to do it again, just to make it the same as this. Notice that now I'm working from the inside, and in the other knots I was working from the back side, from this back side. Usually it's the same, but sometimes it has subtle differences that we don't count for. So I think that, you see, I'm doing this for that side, and it's not for that side. I don't know if it was just because I forgot it, because if I have made it to this side in the other way, it was also okay. But the point here is that when we do the work from this side, it is a good idea to make it all from this side, not just to do this side and then to come and do it from this side. The point of views are completely opposite, right? And although it is the same theoretical in the square knot, in the usual square knot, it is the same, but I don't know. Sometimes there are subtle things that we don't understand. This is difficult. Although I say that macrame is very easy, and actually it is, but it has some subtle things that are difficult and that I don't know. I really don't know. After many, many years of doing this, I still don't know. It's funny, right? And it will be like this till the end. And, well, that's part of the beauty also. I think that if we knew really everything that macrame has to give us, that will stay boring, all right? So the fact that there are still things to learn, more and never ending, that is a beauty. That's a real beauty. So I'm going to do it here, 8 minutes. So this one is the last one. And that's it. The fabric is open, and here is the problem. We don't, I say usually too much is too much, too little is too little, and this is true, is absolutely true. Means, what this means is that there is a point, a center point, a center equilibrium point, and it's precisely that central equilibrium, that pivot point, that it is the center. I mean, the center is always one small point, right? A small deviation to one side or to the other, and it is not the center anymore. It's near the center, but it is not really the center. So that's why Too much is too much, and too little is too little. There is no other way to say it. It's something that one must try, and then we'll get to this conclusion. And that comes only with practice. Practice, practice, practice. The more practice we have, the more in the center point, in the equilibrium point, in the equidistant point, we will achieve our work. And we will do our works. Alright. So it is done. And I hope you have enjoyed this. It's very easy. And now it's just to connect these ones to another fabric and these ones to another fabric. And so I'm going to show you in the next video how to make the small fabric to put here in this middle. So in this middle there are many possibilities to do small fabric to connect these ones. And of course there are always other possibilities. We could work these ones with eaches, we could work these ones with eaches and then start making other effects. There is no end to macrame. The only end to macrame is our lack of imagination, nothing more. Oh, this seems smaller than this, right? Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they seem the same. Yes, they are the same. Alright, they are the same. I was with the illusion that this one was bigger, but no, it's not bigger. Apparently, let me find it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, apparently it's the same. Well, I hope you have already catch this movement. It's very easy. There is nothing special to this. And see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is very interesting. Of course, we can even make strange designs. We could curl it, right? And make another round cylinder here to the back and then come from here and start working. Or we can we can close it and then to divide these and come to the back. Alright, this, oh my goodness, I have never done this in my entire life. This was spontaneously made here. Oh, take a look of this perfect triangle. Oh, amazing effect. Alright, and now here we can start another fabric. Well, I'm going to show you a video with this because I have to study these strings and know exactly where they will be, but take a good look. We can close it. You see why I love macrame? I love macrame because of this. It's never ended. It's never boring. What a beautiful and remarkable effect. I'm going to do this perhaps tomorrow. Alright, for now it's the end. Thank you, and see you in the next video.